Do you want to know how to develop film? Or are you coming back to developing film? Well, this is the guide for you. But first of all, we need to get the film out of the can. Now, how to get the film inside the Patterson tank? It's actually pretty easy. There are some openers, like some can openers, where you can pop off the top and take your film out and spool it on the spool. I'm using a film retriever, which is a bit finicky using it, but you can get the film out without destroying the can. And I like using the can, reusing the can. Okay, so to use the film retriever, you're putting both of the lips back and put it inside the slit of the can, like this. Get it good in there. And then you're sliding forward the first one. Can take some force, but get it in there, like this. And now you're turning the film until you hear a little click. There it was. And after the click, you're putting the second one in, and you're yanking it out. And there we got our film. Now inside the Patterson tank. I got a big tank with 2 spools in it, but we are using only one today. So spools, and our mission is to get the film inside here and spool it on, which is actually easier than it sounds. Taking your film and do a clean cut. And now when I turn it now, the film will move along the wall. I cannot show you because I need to do it in total darkness. You can do the turning and spooling in a dark room, or there's like some tents, but I think the best option is to get a dark room bag like this. They are super cheap. You can even make one yourself. This one has like some holes for the arms, but you can take like a blanket or something, put it inside, put the tank inside, the carrier, and also the second spool, why not? How did it go for you? Did you make it first time? Don't worry, you will get better over time. Okay, let's talk developer. I'm using Rhino, which is the #1 black and white developer, because it's super shelf stable. It will last you for years. Like most developers will be gone after 2 to 3 months once you open them, but this one is great. And you can experiment with dilutions and you can get different looks out of it. Like getting a bottle of this is, for a beginner, is probably the best option you can do. And it's still cheap, come on. Now I will go in a dilution 50+1, which is the normal baseline for most black and white film. It really depends on what look you want to achieve on your film, but I would advise just try it out, just to see how it behaves. But in general, 50 to 100+1 is the baseline. So how do I know how much I need? On the bottom of your tank there's always printed in there how much you need. So for one film I got in there, I need 290 milliliters. I'm just doing 300 and we are good. I'm just going to put all my Rodinol in there. For my dilution 50+1 on 300 milliliters, I only need 6 milliliters of Rodinol. Now the most crucial thing about developing film at home is temperature. All those developers you see, they are always set up on 20 degrees Celsius. And your water needs to have this temperature because slight fluctuations will vary your development time drastically. I will link you a website where you find all the recipes for all developer and film combinations. If for some reason you cannot reach and hold 20 degrees Celsius, I will also link you resources for calculating your own developing times for different temperatures. Okay, where are we? Okay, 25.5. Let's add some cold water. Almost 20. That should be good. Now I'm adding this until we reach 300 milliliters. There we go. And before we talk about other chemicals, I'm going to get this started. So I calculated 60-minute development time, and it's starting once I drop this in. Okay, start the timer. And for the first minute you want constant movement in there. There's a little tool where you can turn the film. Okay, and after that minute you're going to pop the lid on, give it a tap to release some air bubbles in there. And now we are going to agitate it for 10 seconds every minute for the next 60 minutes. Now we are doing this every minute. Okay, so after the developing is finished in 50 minutes, we are going to use a stop bath. Technically you can use water, but having a good stop bath is advisable. I'm using AdoStop Eco, it does not really matter. This one does have an indicator, so the dilution I got mixed in here will turn from this orange color into a purple color once all this potential is used up. But I just mixed this a few days ago, so it should be good. So actually only developer and fixer are necessary, but I'm using stop because I can. And I'm also using a flow agent, which will give the film a slight coating to prevent water spots on there. But the dish soap should be okay too. So stop and fixer are not that time important, they just need to be present. Like stop, but I will do like 30 seconds, and fixer I will do like 5 minutes. You should look on your bottle what they say. But generally speaking, they are not that time critical. The developer is. You may notice that this says waste developer. When you Google how to dispose of Rodinol, many people will say that you can put it down your drain. You should not. I'm pretty sure those people just say it out of convenience or not knowing better, but the data sheet and the safety sheet of Rodinol definitely says otherwise. Please just collect it in a big canister and bring it to your local waste disposal. Same goes for the other chemicals. Photochemicals are pretty nasty. Like, just look at the safety sheet here. It is not nice. So please take proper care, put on some gloves, put on some glasses. Please take proper safety care. The amount of people I see on YouTube, like, not wearing even gloves, handling this stuff is insane. With the remaining water here, I'm going to prepare a small washing thing. Also, this stuff is not critical in dilution, so I'm just adding a little bit. Really doesn't need much, like the can says 1 + 200, so just put a bit in there and you will be golden. Okay, 50 minutes right now. We just give it its last agitation. Now I'm getting my waste bin ready. 60 minutes. Okay. Let's get this off. Okay, and put the stop in immediately. Here's my pre-mixed one. And give it some movement. This only needs like 30 seconds. Okay, that's enough. And now my mixed fixer. Give it some movement. And this is going to be like 5 minutes, 4 to 5 minutes. I'm also thoroughly rinsing all of the stuff while I'm working with it, because you don't want contamination between those things, you don't want contamination in general. It's all pretty bad. Okay, 5 minutes later. Now we are pretty much done. Just going to get a fixer out of here. Fixer and stop bath are reusable, but your developer is a one-shot, at least with Royal. We are going to rinse it with the Ilford rinsing method, so we are going to fill it up with water. Move it 5 times. Let the water out. Fill it again. Now we are moving it 10 times. Rinsing. Filling it up again. And now moving it 20 times. And here's our film. Going to put the spoon in our rinsing solution. And now we can take it off. And we got pictures. That's pretty much it. Thank you for watching and see you next time.